Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. Continuing off on the gardening vlog that I started on the weekend and I never finished. It's like hour cutting week at Walmart, so I don't work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I think I only work 7 to noon on Thursday. So I have a lot of time on my hands to finish my gardening, and I would love to tell you that I rolled out of bed and here we are ready to work in this beautiful 65-degree weather, which is great for gardening. But we absolutely bed rotted for an hour on our phone. And that's why I don't mind working at Walmart, especially my 7 to noon shift. Because most of the time on days that I don't work, like I'm not motivated to get myself out of bed if I have nothing to go and do. I have no plans, no appointments. So we're drinking our little nuri. I'm almost out of these and then I'm gonna have to go with a friend to make a Costco run. They only carry them there, which is a bummer because they are like my favorite right now. So Saturday I was sitting here filling this pot with rocks, and then I had the other pot that I was gonna work on. And then I was looking at this step and I was like, you know what? We never used the door. We probably could just do 4. So then yesterday after work, I went to see and we still had those pots. So now I have 4 of these pots that I'm going to fill with rocks. I'll see you guys in like an hour. 2 down, 2 to go. Make sure you punch the drainage holes in, people. Don't make that mistake. Otherwise you're gonna have a soupy mess. I'm shocked how well this is going, and if you really wanted to use the door, you could use it, but we aren't going to use the door. Lots of rocks left, don't you worry. Okay, here we go. 4 pots filled with rocks. It's almost 11, so I'm thinking I'm going to go grab some lunch, chill my parents, feed their cat, then hit up one of the local nurseries near their house and see if they have anything different. Obviously, it's the end of July, so annual plants, there's not a lot to choose from at Walmart, which is where I just look. So we'll try somewhere new. First, we need a little rinse. We're a little sticky. So I got that salad, and then I also got these teas to try. I'm someone that's like fine with lukewarm beverages, so the fact that this was just in the aisle, but it's in an air-conditioned store, it's fine with me. I'd get it again. I think it was like $2.30. Which I almost thought about getting a Caribou, which was like $6. So like, hey, look at me saving money so I can live better. I almost stepped on it. Okay, it's randomly raining. So this is what I originally bought for the one pot that I bought before I bought more. Dan made the foundation for a wildflower garden, but he's not going to do that this year. So he's like, see, I don't even know what he's doing, but he told me I could buy some annuals and put that there. So these 4 are going to go in the wildflower garden. These 2 are a pot. These are a pot. And this guy, well, he was $5. He's getting a pot as well. And then there's this like rose thing back there too. That's going to go in with one of these, or the other ones that I was talking about right there. Again, no plans, just vibes. So it is randomly raining right now, so we can't finish our plant project. And my mom was actually home. She came back to do something, and I was like, oh, okay, do you want to go to the plant store with me? But really, like, Mom, if you would have texted, I wouldn't have had to come. 1 down, 3 to go. Look at this problem. I bought some plant tie ribbons to see if I could train it to go up more, because it's still just coming over and obliterating my tomato plants here. And over here, we got to build the other trellis because it's a problem. I'm not sure what's happening here, if this is like a fungus or something, but we've got plenty of pumpkins down there. So if some of this needs to die, that's okay. The amount of ants out here is absolutely insane. So we've got this part very badly tied up. I think it's eventually going to make its way up. I mean, it's headed in the right direction. And then this mess, I'm just going to keep pushing things under in hopes that it comes up that trellis vine like this, instead of going in over into the already very crowded pumpkin space. Tied those guys up. These guys over here now need an intervention. We need to build the other trellis. It's just a shame that it takes so long. Okay, I think this guy is as tied up as he's gonna get. I need to just go build the trellis. It's 7:30. Maybe I can get it done before the bugs come out. Maybe not. Dan did some gardening and left that siding right there. Some random hoses. It's a good thing we don't live in an HOA. We'd be in trouble. I didn't even update you guys on the fact that I finished planting these the other day. The biggest obstacle was the dirt and like filling these up. And so when I found that these dirt bags were on sale at my store for $1 because it's the end of the season. It's winter season now in Wisconsin. We've already got snow pans in our store. So that made it go a lot quicker. So then this little rose looking thing in the back, she's not looking too good, but that's why it was all on sale. It's the end of the season. Nothing a little water can't fix. Passion fruit, passiflora. I personally have never eaten a passion fruit, but I've heard that they're good, but it's not something that would actually grow very well here. My zone in Wisconsin is a pretty cold one. 6 maybe, if you're familiar with that sort of thing. So this is what Dan was working on. He did the pavers and he added the dirt. He didn't add the wood chips, so maybe I can convince him to do that because we have a couple bags of wood chips chilling under the tree. And then that little spiky looking flower, Portulaca, like Portugal, is the same as those two right there, and then the pile of them that's around the corner. So the ones on the corner right here, there's a lot of little babies in here that I planted from seed. Next year I won't be lazy and just sprinkle them in willy-nilly. I will actually put them in a seed tray because when they're coming up, they're not very spiky looking and it's very hard to decide if it's a weed or not. Same thing with like this in here. I planted some dahlias right here, and for the longest time I couldn't figure out if it was a dahlia or if it was a weed, so I just didn't pull it, and that's why there's this pile of weed right there. Not very attractive looking. So one of these days I'll go through and I'll pull out the little singles and I'll put them in here more to add a little color to this. Like those two right there are strawberries, but everything else in here is just an annual. Once upon a time in Walmart, I did see like $3 little strawberry plants, and so I would love to do this whole thing strawberries and then my little spiky friends in front just for a little color. So that is the grand plan for this little flower bed. It looks much better than the Rockfest that it was prior. Such a mess in here, it's like hard to decide where do I actually water the pumpkin, because I think one started there and one started here, and I can't tell you where the actual plant is. Now there is a watermelon in here. Oh, hose kink. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah. Oh, I got myself all dirty. Disgusting. Are you kidding me? That was a bad sounding crack. Ew. This is what happens when you don't have grass and you just have dirt. Dan. Okay. Ugh. Oop, somebody's in trouble. Oh my god, a hummingbird. You guys see that? Sorry, hummingbird. Here we are, watering our garden. And then there are a couple pea pods in there that I know I can pick. So when we're done watering, I'm going to go in and get some pea pods. And is it going to be muddy? Probably. Should have done that before. But here we are, watering our garden. Happy days. I started this video probably the last week of July, and I was editing some teacher vlogs, and I realized that this one was still sitting open. I was never at a point where I was like, yes, this is finished. I'm done with this. And now, well, gardening season's coming to an end. Dan's in the middle of his grass leveling project, and so I can't really get to the garden very much. And I've got powdery mildew, squash bugs, and just problems. So hopefully next year's garden is a little bit better, but let me just give you a little update on what the garden is currently looking like. And Dan's grass. So the last time you saw it, it was nothing but dirt. So since then, he's leveled it, and obviously there's grass seed in there. I'm assuming it'll be just a couple more days before he takes the straw, matte, plasticky stuff off, and then it's grass and I can actually stand on it. Because the garden is not looking good. Being sprinkled on right now. My hibiscus plants right there are doing awesome. little spiky friends right here. Awesome. So I ended up doing some like fall mums right here in the front. So I have an orange, I have a red, and I have a purple, and I have 3 more that I bought before he started this, and I didn't want to get muddy, so they're just sitting over by the porch. Since I bought them, the flower parts are mostly gone. And then here's our strawberries, which apparently we have a strawberry right there, but I'm sure it's covered in bugs since it's on the ground. And here's our pot update. You can tell it's just getting to the end of the season, you know, all the cute little flowers are dying off. But I planted these like a month ago. And so I guess that just tells me that next year when I do these, I probably should just do these. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like the basic flower that everybody has. Just because they do flower and they puff out so much. And here's our garden, the absolute definition of out of control. Plenty of pumpkins over there. You can see a couple that are peeking out, but there's lots of dying pumpkin leaves now, which is fine. I really only wanted like 3 pumpkins, so I would have pumpkins for my classroom, and I wouldn't have to buy some, and I definitely have more than 3 pumpkins. Next year, will I be changing things around? Yes. Will I know what I'm doing when the leaves start turning speckledy? Yes. Bugs, Monica. Looking for the bugs. So this is as close as I can get because, you know, can't step on the grass. But there's the garden. So then when I want to get my tomatoes, I have to go into this lot, into the weeds, and get my tomatoes and just step into there. And since he was watering, I didn't feel like it. And if you remember in the beginning of the year, I was talking about sunflowers, how I planted sunflowers at the back of the garden, and then they all were taken by squirrels. Well, there's a sunflower right here, and I did not put sunflowers over here, so thank you, squirrel, for bringing me a sunflower over there. And here's those 3 other little flowers. This needs some water, but that does not need water. And this is another dahlia that I should have gave more water. You know, it's the end of the season. All the perennials are starting to die off, except for the catnip. That stuff is just always going strong. Hi, Cheyenne. How are you? It's supposed to be an annual, but really it's only an annual because it doesn't survive the winter. By our tree right here, I'm gonna do a bunch of cuttings next year so that I can put them under this tree, because it's really hard to find something that has really shallow roots that'll survive there. But you know, the marigolds will probably survive because I didn't plant any of those. That's all just droppings from last year. And look at all these rocks, like how they survive, I don't know.